Hey, what's up? It's Karen San Diego, and today's video is all about how I managed to stay consistent in the gym after VSG surgery. If you're new to my channel, I had VSG surgery March of last year, so March 2022. So that now makes me about a year and a half post-op. And while I did try testing the waters in the gym all throughout my journey, it wasn't until I got to be about a year post-op that I really truly got consistent in the gym to where now I'm at the point where I can really call myself a gym girly. And before I get into what specifically I have been doing to keep myself accountable and consistent in the gym, I want to talk a little bit about why it is so important to work out after surgery. So I think there is a misconception that in order to lose weight, you must work out. And in reality, in order to lose weight, you must eat small portions. Eating small portions and not overeating is what allows us to lose weight after surgery. But working out is what is going to help keep us healthy along with making those dietary changes. Being consistent in the gym can help you reduce the risk of diseases. It can help with heart health. It can help with keeping your body strong. It can help with joints, making sure that your joints are strong and you're able to move about the way that you would like to, especially if you're somebody who was bigger for an extended period of time and wasn't very active. We want to get our bodies moving and working in the way that they are intended to. Exercise is not only going to help you with that as far as just being physically able to move, but it's also going to help you build muscle, and building muscle is going to help improve the appearance of loose skin. It is going to help with your heart and make sure our heart is working in the best way possible. And there are so many diseases where the risk of having those diseases or the risk of having complications due to those diseases are reduced by exercising. So as a whole, the purpose of exercising after surgery, in my opinion, remember I am not a doctor, but in my opinion, it's not even about weight loss when it comes to being in the gym. It's about overall health and appearance after VSG surgery. We have to remember that just losing weight and getting as skinny as possible is not the goal. Just losing weight cannot be your only goal. We also have to be focused on being as healthy as humanly possible, and adding in exercise is going to help us get to that next goal. Yes, you've lost the weight, but now you want to make sure that you are living in a healthy body and doing everything that you can do to make sure that you are healthy as possible. And then outside of the health of it all, remember that we are human and we want to look good. Going to the gym is what is going to help you achieve your physical goals as far as, like I said, reducing that loose skin, building muscle, and just having a leaner body, which in turn makes you healthier as well. So it's all working together. Diet and exercise are working together to help us be the best version of ourselves. And that should always be the goal. So to jump right in, the first thing I have is about when I decided to start working out. So I mentioned that I got VSG surgery back in March of 2022. I didn't start working out until I did work out. I worked out randomly, starting at about 6 months post-op, and between 6 months and a year, I did go to the gym, but not consistently, very, very randomly. And it wasn't until I got to be about 12 months post-op is where I was really like, I go to the gym every week. I make sure that I'm there. I try to go at least 3 days a week. Depending on my schedule, and more sometimes depending on my schedule, but I make it a thing and it is a priority to me. But that didn't happen until after I was about 11 months post-op. And for me, the reason that I waited until around that time to start getting really consistent was a few things. First thing was that I wanted to make sure that I was healing my relationship with food before I tried to add another layer into my journey. Everybody's different, but for me, I'm the type of person where if I try to focus on too many things at once, I will just fail at them all. Like, I have a very one-track mind, and for me, my addiction to food and my habit of just like eating when I'm bored and all that kind of stuff, that was a huge part of why I had got overweight in the first place. I didn't think being physical was my problem. And it really wasn't, because I've always been somebody who, to an extent, liked being physical. I didn't necessarily like going to the gym, but I liked physical activity, dance and things like that. But I've always been an overeater. So I wanted to heal my relationship with food and build a better relationship with food before introducing other things. So I chose to wait until I felt like I was in a good swing of things. And I also wanted to wait until I had lost a good amount of weight to make exercise easier for me as well. Now, when it comes to this, I recommend everybody doing what feels comfortable to them. As long as the goal is to introduce exercise back into your routine, I don't think it matters when you decide to introduce it, as long as you are introducing it at a point where you are ready to commit. Another reason that stopped me from being consistent around that time, that 6 months to a year post-op range, was because I was literally nervous. I would go to the gym and I knew my body wasn't where I wanted it to be yet, and I felt uncomfortable. And in hindsight, I wish I didn't feel this way. Those few times that I did find the courage to make it to the gym, I wish I was able to just be in there and working out, understanding that 9 times out of 10, the people in the gym are not looking at you. They're focused on their workout. They're not worried about you and thinking, oh, this person's too big to be here. People aren't thinking that. They're focused on their workout, but I was always so consumed mentally with what everybody else may or may not have been thinking of me that I felt so self-conscious in there that I just didn't want to go. But I would encourage you, if that is your reason that you're not going to the gym now, I encourage you to just scrap that out of your head. Learn from my mistakes and know that is not true. People aren't looking at you funny. If anything, people might be looking at you like, you go, Glen Coco. That was a Mean Girl reference. If you don't get it, you can't sit with me. Next thing I want to talk about is going to the gym first thing in the morning. And this, I have this as like my #1 tip because I think that this is one of the most important things that I do. Now, granted, there are some days because of my schedule where I do have to go later in the day, but I feel like those are never the same. It never hits the same as when I go to the gym first thing in the morning. And I personally feel like this is a good tip to stay consistent, because if you get up in the morning and that is the first thing you do, but I'm talking before you eat or anything, you go straight to the gym, it sets the tone for the rest of your day. The rest of your day, just by nature of you going to the gym first thing in the morning, just makes the rest of your day just go so much smoother. You feel more accomplished, you feel better about yourself, you have more energy, it just makes the rest of the day go better. And then also, going first thing in the morning gets all the excuses out. So it's not like, oh, I'm too tired. Nope, you just woke up. Oh, I have to do XYZ. Nope, you can do that when you get back. There's less excuses when you go before you wake up. I feel like if I try to go to the gym around like 1 o'clock, then it's like, oh, I'm gonna go after this meeting. I'm gonna go after I make lunch. I'm gonna go after this. And the excuses pile up. Whereas when I go first thing in the morning, I set my clothes out from the night before and I'm ready to go. That has genuinely been major for me for actually getting me to go. Next on my list is something that I talk about all the time, and that is fitness supplements. And when I say fitness supplements, the one supplement that I think has been the most crucial in actually helping me stay consistent in the gym is a pre-workout. And I talk about them all the time, but all of the supplements that I take for the gym are from Motivate. And this one, the Motivate Burn, is the pre-workout that I take. I love it in the watermelon flavor, but all of the flavors are good. And you can get a sample pack where you're able to try all of the different flavors that they have. I highly recommend that if you've never tried them before. But basically what this does is it increases your energy in the gym to help you get through your workout while also helping you burn more fat. And another good thing about this is that it helps reduce your appetite. So throughout the rest of the day, you're less likely to be snacking for no reason. So it really does help keep you accountable. But the main thing I take this for is the good, clean energy that I get from this. When I work out and I've taken this, I notice a huge difference in my workouts. And I really have the energy to stay and stick it out throughout my entire workout. I'm not like having my sets, like I'm really in there working hard. And I noticed that if for whatever reason, maybe I don't have any or whatever, if I don't take it, I'm a lot more likely to just kind of sit around on machines. Like, you know, when you're just sitting there, kind of just scrolling on your phone bored, I'm more likely to do that if I don't drink this. Whereas when I drink it, I'm really in there working hard. And I feel like having this, like when I know that I get up in the morning, I'm getting ready to go to the gym and I'm drinking this, I know my workout's about to be good. So the fact that it's first thing in the morning and the fact that I took my my pre-workout, I already know I'm about to kill this workout, and that alone, that excitement is gonna get me out the door and get me to the gym. And the best thing about this pre-workout specifically from Motivate compared to any pre-workout that I've tried in the past is that this is feel good energy. This is not that energy that you get from those other supplements that have you feeling jittery and shaky. There's some that even, I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but there's some pre-workouts that I've taken that give me an itch where I'll literally feel itchy. This does not do that. It doesn't give the jitters. There is no crash later. There is no itching. There is none of those things. And Motivate has so many good fitness supplements. I also take their aminos, which I drink that in the gym. They have magnesium, they have detoxes, they have sleep supplements to help you burn fat while you're sleeping, and it's a natural sleep aid. They have so many things, and y'all have heard me talk about them before if you're not new to my channel. But once again, I want to remind you that I have a code with them. My code Karen San Diego will save you 20% off Motivate products. So I have them linked down below in my description box. I highly recommend you try these out, especially if you're on a fitness journey. I recommend you start with the burn and start by getting the sample packs, because let me show you. Okay, so these are the sample packs that they have. So this sample pack, I'm gonna open it up so I can show you what it comes with. It comes with 5 different flavors. Island Punch, which is my second favorite flavor. Watermelon, my favorite. It also comes with Cherry Limeade, Orange Burst, and Mixed Berries. So you're able to buy these so you can try out all the flavors before you commit to the entire tub, just to make sure you like it. And then what's great about these is if you are somebody who works out after work and you don't work out first thing in the morning like I do, you can just pop one of these in your bag, put it in your water bottle as you're leaving work, and that way you're able to just have exactly the amount you need handy. And the sample packs also come in the no stim burn option, which is if you want to get that extra energy in the gym, but you're somebody who is sensitive to caffeine and don't want the extra caffeine, they also have an option that does not have caffeine in it, but also gives you the same feel good energy. Look, don't say I never put y'all on, because I'm telling you, when it comes to being consistent. But once again, I'll have everything, all the links and discount codes linked in my description box if you want to check them out. And let's move on to my next tip. And my next tip, I am wearing one of them right now, and that is to get cute workout clothes. So this is one of those things that was never a thing for me before. I never cared about what I wore in the gym. I used to wear really oversized clothes in the gym, just kind of trying to hide myself and kind of just be incognito. I didn't care. I definitely didn't want my body to be seen while working out, so I used to wear like big sweaters and stuff like that. But I never really went for the cuter clothes. But now I'll intentionally get workout clothes that I think are cute, nice vibrant colors, matching sets and things like that. I look at it with the same logic that I look at work. So for me, do I want to go to work in the office? Absolutely not. However, if I have a cute outfit that I haven't worn yet that I want, you know, to be seen in, it makes me feel good when I go to work and I have an outfit on and I'm like, oh, this looks good. Let me go to work. Let me walk around the office. No, but seriously, like just dressing nice makes you more likely to want to go outside and do the things, right? So, and that works for work. It works for going out to events. It works for just going to the mall sometimes. If you feel like you look cute, you want to be seen by humans, right? The gym is no different. So putting on a nice outfit, planning out your outfit, will make you more likely to want to go, and then will also give you a little bit of confidence when you get there. Some people even will put on a little bit of makeup when they're in the gym. I usually don't. Sometimes if I know I'm filming or something like that, I might put a little bit of concealer on or something, but for the most part I don't put makeup on in the gym. But I do have friends that will do their makeup to go to the gym, and it's not about, oh, men or anything like that. It's literally just that wearing makeup makes them confident, and they want that confidence in the gym as well. So whatever you need to do to make yourself feel confident that you do on a normal basis, do it for the gym too. If that means you want to style your hair in a nice little bun, do it. If that means you want to get some matching sets and some really cute outfits, get some new gym sneakers, some gym gear, do it. If that means you want to do your makeup all nice and look all cute and glowy, do it. Whatever you got to do to build your confidence and make you feel like you look good, do that to help you get to the gym, because I'm telling you, there's so much importance in feeling like you look good. When you feel like you look good, you have more confidence to go out and crush your goals. So like I said, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel cute, do it. Next tip that I have is I like to look up different workouts to do while I'm in the gym. So before I get there, I have certain YouTubers that I watch. I have certain people on Instagram that I'll look up, and I'll look and see like, okay, like what are some of their gym workouts? And I'll like either do a screen recording or I'll save it in my Instagram, like saved reels. And when I'm in the gym, I'll go and I'll do those things. And what that does is it just helps me avoid just being a lost puppy roaming around the gym, not knowing what to do. I think a big part of being consistent is having a plan. So I go into the gym with a plan. I know, all right, I'm gonna work on upper body today, and I'm gonna do these few workouts, and I have that plan. So I'm gonna do this many reps of this workout that I saw on Instagram. And since I'm not a pro, looking up people who maybe are personal trainers and are more of a professional, are just more experienced in the gym, that helps me go into it with confidence because I can watch them, I can watch their form, do a little bit of practice. I'll watch it literally while I'm in the gym. I'll like set my phone up and look at what they're doing and replicate that. And that helps me just go in feeling a little bit more confident, which helps me not wander around like a zombie in the gym and scroll on my phone because I have a plan. And along the lines of having a plan, my next tip is I plan out when I'm going to go to the gym. So like I said, I work a hybrid job, which means that there are some days where I know I'm going to be in office and some days where I know I'm going to be at home. I'm aware that that is not everybody's schedule. Some people are fully remote, some people are fully in office. So whatever your schedule is, I recommend just looking at your schedule and figuring out what days this week would be best for me to go to the gym. And even if you don't end up actually going on those days, just having a plan will make it more likely that you'll actually go. So like, let's say for example, I know for a fact that I'm going to be in the office, let's say Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I know I'm going in the office on those days. Maybe in that case, then I'll be like, all right, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to go to the gym all of those days, and I'm going to use Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as my rest days. Automatically, I can start preparing for what I'm going to do on those days. And when those days come, I already have it in my head that I need to wake up and go to the gym early in the morning. That way I'm not spending my time trying to convince myself and work myself up to it. I already have the plan. I already know what days I'm going, and I can plan accordingly. And by nature, I'm not a planner. I'm not one of those people that plan out every second of my life. But just the little things like being like, all right, I plan to go on this day is something that definitely helps me stay consistent just because I go into every single week knowing what to expect. All right, my next tip may seem specific to content creators, but it doesn't have to be. And that's taking videos of myself in the gym. So for me, because I'm a content creator, most of the time when I'm recording myself in the gym, I'm doing it for the sake of content. I want to get some clips for some reels or to add to what I eat in a day or something like that. But sometimes I also take videos of myself in the gym to send to my friends who work out more than I do, to ask them like, hey, am I doing this right? Like, you know, things like that, just getting a little bit of advice. I also sometimes take videos of myself in the gym as like a log of my progress. So for example, if you follow me on Instagram, you may know that doing a pull-up, like an actual I don't know what the machine is called, but holding myself up with just my body weight and bringing my entire body up, that is a goal of mine. I have not accomplished that goal yet, but I've been recording myself attempting it and just looking at that and seeing how each time I'm able to get up a little bit more. Seeing that progress really helps keep me accountable. It makes me excited to go again and try again next time and continue to record myself. So let's say you are on that machine where you do the crunches, like this machine. Let's say right now you can only do like 10 of them or something like that, right? If you film yourself doing 10 and then next week film yourself doing 15 and you have evidence of your progress, because sometimes I think we can be our own worst enemies and feel like we don't have any progress when we actually do. Literally filming yourself so you can go back and look, this is what you could have done a month ago and this is what you're doing now. I think being able to go back and look at that progress is going to help you just stay motivated. Also, in those videos, you'll be able to see the changes in your body as well, which will help you also visibly be able to see the changes that'll help keep you motivated. Especially for those of us who have had VSG surgery, we tend to struggle with body dysmorphia, and one of my things that help with my body dysmorphia is having videos of myself so I can go back and look. Because sometimes just looking in the mirror, there's a disconnect for me. But when I see myself on camera, in whether it be videos or pictures, I'm able to really see the difference better than when I'm just looking at myself in the mirror. And that kind of ties me into my next tip, which is just not really a tip, but just a noticing. And that's that the fact that I can start to see results, that alone keeps me motivated. So for example, when I first started going to the gym, my stomach was just kind of flabby. There was lots of loose skin, no sort of definition. Same thing with my arms and my legs and everything. But now I'm starting to notice I have a little bit of an ab situation going on in my stomach. I noticed that although down here is still pretty flabby, I noticed that my shoulders have a pretty good muscle definition there. I noticed my legs toning up a little bit. And as I start to see those changes in my body, that really does an amazing job at motivating me to continue to go. Because it's like, oh, I can't undo this progress. I want to see what else can my body do. Even outside of just like physical progresses and seeing the progress, even something like me feeling myself physically getting stronger because I'm able to lift heavier and do more reps, that progress makes me want to keep going because I want to see what else can my body do. How far can I push this? You know, so just being consistent. If you're consistent in the gym for a month, you're gonna see some sort of progress. And once you see that progress, it's like a drug, because that progress is gonna make you wanna see more progress and more progress. And you're gonna wanna just keep seeing how much better can this get. And that alone is so motivating to be able to see the effort that you put in. Because the thing about the gym is so different than a lot of other things in life, in that the gym is so much what you put in is what you're gonna see in return. The harder you go in the gym, the more changes you're gonna see on your body. And just knowing that if I work hard, I'll be able to see these changes in my body, that motivates me. And being able to see my hard work in the mirror or on camera or wherever I'm seeing it is a huge motivator for me to stay consistent, because I want to continue to see these results. And I think that was a huge part of what made it hard for me to be consistent before, because I feel like when I was larger, it was harder for me to see the results more in a quicker time frame. So I would be the type of person that'd be like, oh, I worked out for a week, why am I not skinny yet? And really feel that way and be like, you know what, this is pointless. No matter how hard I work out, I'm not gonna lose weight. But what I wasn't doing was fixing my relationship with food, because I would go to the gym and then still have Burger King later. It made no sense. It made no sense. But look, we're past that. We're beyond that. We have moved on. We have healed. Next thing I have on my list is going to the gym with somebody else. And this one's a little bit tricky for me because I personally don't like to work out with somebody else. Like when I work out, I like to be by myself alone. I don't like to do the buddy workout type thing. However, I do like to be there with somebody that is doing their own workout on their own, and I'm doing my own workout on my own. But I like to be able to be like, hey, can you come stand here with me? Because there are certain workouts, especially when it comes to the free weights and barbells and dumbbells and all that stuff, I still feel kind of insecure about that. But I find that when I go to the gym, almost every single time I go to the gym, my husband is there too. He's just doing his own workout while I do my own workout. But there are points in time where I'll call him over to just come stand with me while I do something, because it helps me feel less self-conscious. And that may sound weird, but it helps. Just having that person there to kind of ease your nerves will help you be more confident to do those things. And it's gotten to the point now where there's a few things that I used to have him, especially when it comes to squats, like using the Smith machine to do squats. I used to feel really self-conscious about that, whereas now I don't need him to come over with me anymore. I feel confident on my own, but that happened with having him stand with me for a little bit until I felt comfortable. And if you're not like me and you do like to work out with a person, like have y'all simultaneously do your workouts together, going to the gym with a gym partner can be a huge way to help hold you accountable, because that means that when they say they're going to the gym, you're more likely to go with them because they're kind of like an accountability partner for you. So I definitely recommend seeing if you have any friends that live near you that are willing to be your gym buddy, and y'all can hold each other accountable to actually going to gym on the days that you say you are. And that goes into the idea of planning that ahead of the week, especially if you're going with somebody else. So you're able to tell them like, hey, we're going to the gym Thursday, Monday, Saturday this week. That way both of you guys can make your schedules work accordingly and make sure you get there. All right, next tip that I have goes into what I just said about me kind of being the type that wants to work out alone. Even though I like my husband to be there, I like to do my workout alone. And that is my headphones. So I work out with the Apple AirPods Max, or whatever it's called, the actual overhead headphones. And the thing about those is they have a noise cancellation button. So when I press that button, it zones everything out. I hear nothing but what's in my headphones. And I think that's great for me to be able to really zone the other people around me out. Sometimes I'm very easily distracted, so sometimes people will make noises that'll distract me and make it hard for me to focus in the gym, like the grunting and things like that. I can't handle that. People's conversations, I can't handle that. Or even just being nervous about people looking at me. When I have my headphones on and I have that noise cancellation on, there's nobody else there. I'm the only person in the gym. It really does an amazing job at helping me zone people out. And to add to that, also having a really good gym playlist is going to help you actually stay focused in the gym as well. Just by you just kind of rocking out, you're in your own world. You got your headphones on, you got your music on. I recommend, you know, music that has like upbeat beats to it. All of that is going to help you just really zone in and just be focused on what you're doing. And a great thing about using wireless headphones specifically, especially, I love the ones noise canceling, but even if you don't have that, you just have wireless headphones. The great thing about that is you can put your phone in your bag and just have your playlist going in your headphones. Make sure your playlist is as one you don't need to skip any songs, and that way your phone is away from you, so you're less likely to sit there scrolling on your phone and more likely to stay focused on your workout. And the reason this is on a list of things that help keep me consistent, even though it really is something that just helps me stay, you know, focused in the gym, it also helps keep me consistent because it kind of turns the gym into like a self-care moment for me. And this is huge for anybody, if any of you are parents as well, or maybe you live with roommates, or maybe you don't get a lot of you time. I feel like when I'm in the gym, I got my headphones on, I'm zoned in, my phone is away, I'm really focusing on what I'm doing in the gym, which is for me to help my body. That kind of feels like self-care to me. As a mom who works 2 jobs, I feel like it is so important to get any moment of peace and just, you're just alone with your thoughts and you're focused on yourself. You don't got to worry about nobody else. I think just knowing that the gym is where I'm going to get that moment of sanity and clarity, that makes me want to go as well, because I'm like, that's my me time. That is my self-care time. That is like, when I'm in the gym, I'm not focused on nobody but myself, and I need that sometimes. All right, so the next thing on my list is to go even when you don't want to go. And you may be thinking, Karen, how is that a consistency tip? It's a consistency tip because it's getting yourself into the habit of doing the things that you say you're going to do. Just getting into that habit and building that muscle. And it's going to take some work at first, because there are going to be times where you don't want to go and you don't want to hear nothing about it. But just building the habit of doing it, even if you don't want to, you will feel so much better about yourself when you leave the gym on those days when you didn't even want to go in the first place. And that habit of just building the skill of going even when you don't want to go, because you already made the plan that you're going to go on that day, that will help you stay consistent in the long run, because it will break that idea in your mind that the gym is a punishment. It will break that idea in your mind of like, oh, well, I don't have to go. If you know that I plan to go today and I'm going to go whether I want to go or not, you're really building the habit of going to the gym and turning it into a real part of your routine. Because like I said in the beginning of this video, if you have had bariatric surgery or you're considering bariatric surgery, the journey that you're on is bigger than just getting as skinny as possible. The journey that you're on is about getting as healthy as possible, both physically, mentally, all of it. And going to the gym, being physically fit is a huge thing that is gonna help you not only with looking good, not only with being fit and thin, it's also gonna help you with mental clarity and focus. It's gonna help you on the inside as far as how your organs are operating. There's so many health benefits to the gym that have nothing to do with weight loss. And what I want us to be doing is being on a full wellness journey. This is not just about weight loss. This is about being the best version of yourself, the healthiest version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself, the most healed version of yourself. And being consistent in the gym is going to be a huge, 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 huge tool to help you achieve all of your wellness goals. All right, and that is all of my tips for how I stay consistent in the gym. If you have any tips that I did not mention in this video, go ahead and leave them below. There are tons of people who watch my channel who are either on their journey or starting their journey, and they would love to hear from you. I like to consider this to be a little community, so go ahead and share those in the comment section. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to Motivate and remind you that I have a discount code. My code is Karen San Diego, and I'll also have that in the description box along with the link for you to go ahead and shop Motivate. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
Where in the world is Karen San Diego? From BK to Belly, it's anywhere she say so. She changing your life, can see it straight through her eyes.